You know, I do want to feel bad for these women, but at the same time, women have been finessing men for ages, and it's funny to see a guy now get his lick back. The Tinder swindler is back at it again. This is a whole new guy. I got a banger from a current affair. Let's get straight into it.
They're a group of women who've never met each other, yet an online viral video brought them together. They say Cass's wild story about her ex Marcus struck a chord with them because it turns out they all dated him.
He was very charming. He was tall, dark, handsome.
He told me that he was working as a civil engineer, that he was a pilot in the Air Force, that
Oh, my man had the personas down. He's yoked too.
he was a soldier in the Australian Army.
These women thought they'd found their Prince Charming in Marcus Bennett.
And yeah, when I met him, I was just like, wow, I've hit the jackpot.
You almost feel like you should be in awe of this man.
But their fairy tales didn't come with a happy ending, because Marcus Bennett isn't real.
Why am I looking at a photo of this guy with a name I don't recognise, with an age that's different, with a nationality that's different?
Oh my gosh, who do I have? Who is living in my house? Who is sleeping with me in my bed?
What the is going on?
This man played them like a fiddle. But how many times do you think women have played men, though? That's why it's like we get one guy, you know, every 5 years that does this.
When Cassandra Taulaki met Marcus Bennett, a 31-year-old civil engineer and veteran, it felt like a match made in heaven.
Bro, this dude's quads are massive. This guy's yoked.
This is a really great guy. We get along really well. We have same values and morals, and like I just thought he was great. I thought I was really lucky to meet someone like this.
Marcus told Cass he was working in Dubai at the time, but had returned to Australia for a holiday.
I thought he was very intelligent because he had a civil engineer job that he would tell me a lot about, and he told me he went to the military when he was 18, served for 10 years or something, had photos and stories of that time in the military.
A single mum, Cass...
Oh, man. Did we? Oh, my God, chat. I knew it was coming. Single mommy. Come on, dude. We knew it was going to be a single mom. Oh, my God, bro. The stories really do write themselves, chat. God.
was cautious of who she let into her life.
I was very clear with what I was looking for, and he was very clear at like coming forward as being that kind of man.
Bro, you can't be that naive to think that you're a single mom and that this dude who's hitting, you know, all these boxes for you, he's in shape, he makes money, wants a single mom. Stop it, dude. You can't be that delulu.
Cass says Marcus told her he had 4 brothers, one of whom would regularly contact her, at times asking for money.
G'day Cass, Heinrich here, Marcus's older bro. His birthday's in April. We're going to chip in for his tattoo. I think he has $900 left if you want to chip in.
He's saying to me, our parents are so excited to meet you. We're going to organise a dinner. Let me know when you guys are free. Like, this is the date they get back.
As their romance blossomed, Cass claims Marcus was quick to move into her home where she lived with her 8-year-old son. And this is when she began supporting him financially.
How much money do you think you lent him?
Thousands. At one point, my card was on his phone.
Did it ever...
Oh my God, that's the finesse of the decade right there. He had your card? Oh my God. Cass and I didn't have a joint bank account until we were married. He finessed the mess out of her.
strike you as bizarre that a civil engineer, seemingly very successful man, had no money?
I think I just wanted to believe that he was a good guy and that, you know, we're just being faced with some challenges. There was no doubt in him when he was saying these things to me that they weren't real.
You felt that you had found Mr. Right, then you find out you're pregnant.
And we were both so happy. He was...
Oh, he got you pregnant? Oh my God, you didn't marry this man. I mean, I'll keep it a wow. She already got a track record of being a runner, kind of.
She's a runner, she's a track
So,
star.
you know, single mom once, single mom twice. Golly, it's brutal. Feel bad for the babies, I do.
So happy to be a first-time dad. He, he'd said, oh, my mum's going to be so happy, finally a grandchild.
But when Cass was 5 months pregnant, Marcus announced he was moving back to Dubai. Cass says he told her he'd signed a 5-year contract with a top-tier engineering firm.
Yeah, walking to work. So this is the marina. This is the station, the national station.
So he's sending me videos and photos of the work vehicle that he's got in. He's showing me videos of the building, of him walking to work, telling me how his day is.
So usually I just take the tram there. And then behind there, that's my work, that's my office.
Everything seemed pretty normal until I started sort of asking questions about, okay, when am I coming over?
That's when the cracks started to appear.
Let me go ahead and biggity. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. He's moved in with another girl in Dubai, and so he's just playing both of them at the same time. He got a new chick in Dubai, probably.
Babe, I need your help. I need to pay for this, and the embassy's only taking Aussie money. It's $105. Can you please transfer Henrik $465 to add to the flight fees? My bank's down here.
Marcus eventually flew Cass over to Dubai, but when she got there, there was no apartment and no work car.
I went through his bag because something just felt off. And I found a passport, and I remember my heart racing, and I'm reading it, and it says a last name that I don't even know how to pronounce. It says
He looks like he's from New Zealand.
That he's 10 years older than what he's told me, and it says he's born in a country that he didn't tell me he was born in.
The name on
Tunisia. Where's this man born at? Dieta Paula Faka. What the fuck? Okay.
his identification documents is Dita Paula Fakatoki.
Fuck are you talking about?
Shots fired!
Data P, fuck are you talking about, man? This man is an international finesser. Okay, so he's Australian, I guess.
As it turns out, he's a 41-year-old Tongan citizen who was staying in Dubai
Tongan, okay.
on a tourist visa.
Your world must have just crumbled.
Oh, 100%. And I was pregnant with his child.
As a grovelling Marcus attempted to backtrack,
I didn't want my trip to burden you. What's got me anxious now is that I can't do my part as a father or partner.
a cash-strapped and heavily pregnant Cass touched down in Australia with one mission: to expose Marcus Bennett.
This is my story of how I fell for a man who wasn't even real.
Cass's inbox exploded with other women.
Oh my God, he's still doing that. He told me his name was Eric. He left me for someone else when I was just about to give birth. I dated him many years ago and he lied about everything back then too. Far out. This guy's relentless. He told me his family owns 11,000 acres. He was a pilot with the Air Force when I met him. He told me he lied about everything, so I can confirm everything is a lie. The same man dated my sister and got her pregnant. Oh my God, this dude's got multiple baby mamas. Complete savage, bro. Loki, isn't this wild, dude? It's about time we take a little break, huh? You want a little treaties? All right, free. Sit. Wait. Free. Go to your place. Good boy. Imagine, dude. The amount of effort, though, it would take to finesse these women is where I'm like, oh, man. I don't even know if I want to put in that effort, bro. I remember back in my day when I was in college, I'd play women like a fiddle, but at the same time, I was in college, man. Every guy was doing it. It was normal then, boy. It wasn't nothing crazy. This guy's doing it on a whole other scale. Getting women pregnant and stuff like that, there's no way.
The flavors are melting on my tongue.
All right, let's get back into it.
Claiming to have dated a version of Marcus.
OMG, he's still doing that.
I dated him many years ago and he lied about everything back then too.
The same man dated my sister and got her pregnant.
Lobke Verborg recognised her ex immediately.
Marcus came across initially as very kind, very respectful. He was a real gentleman.
Lobke says Marcus insisted he move into her home after 2 dates and then didn't want to leave.
And I had a look in his car, and everything was in his car.
Bro, this is my thing. After 2 dates, this man wants to move in. Bro, that is the biggest red flag. If I love Cass to pieces now. You know, that's my wife, the mother of my child. But after 2 dates, she said, I want to move in. I would have been like, no.
How about no? Everything, his car was chockers. It looked as if he had been booted out unexpectedly from a living arrangement. I thought, oh man, like what have I opened myself up to?
Were you ever scared for your safety if you tried to kick Marcus out?
Marcus is a big man and he's a strong man. I didn't want to take a chance with what that could result in.
Living like a king on Lobka's dime, Marcus wasted no time gobbling up her groceries and treating her home like his own, even moving his dog in.
Moved his dog in? This dude's a savage.
All the while sexting other women and even sending them selfies from Lobka's bed.
I felt really ashamed and I felt so stupid.
But Lobka claims the final straw came when she noticed unauthorised purchases made from her accounts.
He got into my PayPal and purchased 2 Apple Watches. But, you know, he might have also just wanted to be on time for his next scam.
Lobka kicked Marcus out and then reported him to the Queensland Police. Unbeknown to her, he was already on the radar of Victorian Police after another ex raised the alarm a year prior.
So it's this sort of almost delusional, compulsive lying.
This woman, who we're calling Jane, doesn't want to be identified. She says she dated Marcus back when he was living in Melbourne and posing as Paulie, an identical...
Like he's taking pictures like he's got an identical twin. This is wild work, bro. This is so elaborate.
Twin who done tours in Afghanistan.
Like, bro, you don't notice that that's like... copy paste, bro. Come on.
If someone thinks it's ethically fine to lie about being in the army, the military, the police, lie about going to Anzac Day, and what else are they capable of?
Jane says after she noticed a few inconsistencies in Paulie's story, she hired a private investigator who she says confirmed her suspicions.
And then I said to him, I know that you're not who you say you are. And he first of all just denied. And then all of a sudden he said, you're fast. And that's just where my stomach sank, because I realised that he was doing this to other women.
After being outed as a love rat on the internet, someone claiming Marcus was dead began messaging accounts resharing Cass's video.
The guy in one of the TikTok videos you shared sadly took his own life. There's been contact with his family as his parents are old and we're organising where we send the body.
That same person also happened to be job hunting in Dubai, posting pictures of their former work as a barber in Melbourne using pictures from a business formerly owned by Dita Fakatoki.
No, I never met that.
Fuck around and find
also,
out.
I'm not on Facebook.
In a remarkable twist, Marcus has risen from the grave, re-emerging on TikTok to share his side of the story.
I wasn't really using my actual name. Unless I found someone that is worth dating, then I will tell them who I am.
Yeah.
What I do and this and that, which is...
Bro, come on, man. This guy's a straight scammer.
I never found anyone in the last couple of years.
We offered Marcus, who's now going by the name Paul, the opportunity to be interviewed multiple times. He declined, but did tell us that due to the serious nature of what's been circulating online, he and his family have received numerous death threats. He denies ever having faked his death, says Lobka lied, including about using her PayPal, and claims Cass made everything up and used the baby to trap him.
This is something that will be with me for the rest of my life now, and I don't want him to keep doing that to other women and other children.
She's since been contacted by several other women who claim first-time father Marcus is actually a serial deadbeat dad.
That's crazy work, dude. This guy, bro.
Understand and know that I do not go around and just like impregnate a lot of females.
The mothers of the children that came forward, I almost didn't want to believe it.
I have nothing to hide. I don't have 7 to 8 kids. That's just ridiculous.
The women claim his eldest child is now 16. His youngest, a 3-month-old son, is being raised by Cass alone.
My son, you know, is a blessing and I love being his mum, but it kind of is this reminder of what I've been through and who his dad is, and that will never go away.
Yeah, dude, you got a lot to risk when you let dudes crack you and bust in you, man. Like, you ladies, you got to realize that, bro.
Yeah, what a...
Wow, that dude, wow. Finesse of the decade. Y'all remember when we had that old Tinder swindler or whatever? He was on like PJs and finessed a lot of these women and did all that. Like, this guy, he's completely new. Like, it's wild to me. But dude, in the same breath, like, women have been playing men for so long. Like, I feel bad for these women, but you gotta realize there's so many freaking red flags, dude. He moves in after 2 dates. You know what I mean? He doesn't have his own place, says he's a civil engineer, isn't going to work. Like, what do you mean you were like surprised? Like, come on. Who let somebody move in with them after 2 dates? That's not smart at all. I would never let, chat, would you let somebody, like, let's say you went on a date with a woman, 2 dates, everything was like awesome. Best date ever. You really felt like you got to know her, y'all clicked. Would you let her move in with you after 2 dates? Don't worry, I'll wait. No.
How about no?
You guys are based enough to know you're not letting a woman move in with you after 2 dates, bro. Are you kidding me? 2 dates? That's barely long enough to even get to know her. What are you talking about? Somebody moving in with you and then bringing in your dog? Sharing your finances? This is why I say women have so much more to risk when getting into a relationship with a guy, or even when they buck a guy. You got to be careful. You risk getting pregnant when you let another dude bust your cheeks. Especially skleeging. Y'all, you're telling me you just started dating this guy? Y'all was going raw. First of all, you don't get pregnant by wearing a yondom, you know what I mean? You're letting him bust your cheeks raw, right? Number one. And then number two, you're letting him skleege in there? He's full on skleeging? Making cheese deposits? Baby girl, you gotta be dumb.
Stupid.
You almost was asking for it, you know what I mean? Like, if you're willing to let a guy do this stuff, baby girl, you was asking for it. The universe said, oh, she's asking for it, I'm a deliver. That's what that was. It wasn't DiGiorno, it was delivery. At that point, it's like, it's hard to feel bad for you when you could see all the red flags and you did nothing about it. It's self-inflicted at that point. It's just like when dudes get finessed by women and they're like, well, I got finessed by this chick. She took all my money. Oh man, it really sucks. But then you look back to how the relationship started at the genesis of the relationship. Was she a money-hungry hip hoe from the rip off jump? You know what I mean? Yes, she was. Okay, well then, dude, you're stupid.
Stupid.
You got to learn your lesson. A woman's going to use you for your money. More than likely, it's all she's interested in. If she leads with money, then you leave with no money. And I always tell men, here's another quote. I haven't said this one in a while. But if you lead with money, she leaves with money. Shibata Naya should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt. You can't just think you can buy your way into somebody's heart. That's earned through affection. That's earned through time spent. That's earned through quality time. Words of affirmation. That's what it's earned through. You don't earn somebody's loyalty and love through money. You can't buy somebody. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. That's why I say there's 2 ways to fall in love with a woman. You can either be a villager, she's a villager. You build the life that you want together. You build your kingdom. You're a king, she's a queen. Awesome. You know what I mean? You can do it that way. Or you can go become a king on your own fruition, and then you can go get you can go get your queen, but then you can share her amongst your concubines. And I think that's fair if you want to do that, bro. Or you can just be a king alone, which is cool. Run your patriarchy the way you want to run your patriarchy. I think women suffer from being lonely where men don't suffer from being alone. Women suffer being lonely, men thrive being alone. A lot of men choose to be alone because they want to be. They don't want to be bombarded with women that are going to be a headache, financial burden, you know what I mean? Like, guys, I think thrive better being alone than women do. I think women are biologically wired to want to be social and have other women around them and other people around them. They're social creatures. They're social beings. Men are more interested in things. Women are more interested in people. Just look at the jobs that women go get. It's a lot of the social services, kid services. It's things that involve being around other people. Look at the things men typically dominate. It's more things: plumbing, electricians, offshore, oil rigging, truck driving. You think truck driving, you're around a lot of people, bro? No, you're very lonely. You on the road a lot of the time. You hitting them phones a lot. You talking to people on the phone. So I think men do better off being alone. And I think women suffer from being alone. But chat, put in one in the chat if you agree. Do you think men do better being alone, or do you think women do better being alone? I think women thrive connection. They thrive community, where men can just be like, I got my dog, or I ain't even got my dog. I got my things. I play my video games. I go to work. I come home. I'm good. I don't need nothing else. I think men kind of like thrive in that environment, but that's just my opinion. Loki, what do you think? But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time, peace.